Hello everybody, Welsh Sim Farmer here. Hope you're all doing well, having an amazing weekend and enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Pnawn da. It is a glorious day in the Vale today after yesterday's rather damp one, so I hope you're all having a good one. Anyway, something slightly different for you today. One, the apprentice is not with me, he is off doing other things, so that's cool. The second thing is, we have got something slightly different in a way of a video, so it's not a normal series today. We have got a modder or modders team showcase for you today, so I've got a vast array of mods set out behind me here, including an exclusive mod release sort of review. That's something that's dropped literally this morning, so that's really cool. So what we're going to quickly do now is we're going to have a quick look around all the stuff I've got on show here, and then we're going to go off and show you a few of the bits in action and then do the review of the brand new mod that's just dropped today right at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So what do we have in front of us here? We have a vast array of things really. So all of this is available on their itch.io page. There'll be a link in the description below. Go and check that out. Feel free to download any of the mods that you feel, you know, you look off or you fancy using. Some absolute crackers in here, in all fairness. So I'm just going to quickly run through some of the ones I've got laid out in front of you here. I haven't got them all here. This isn't going to be a review of each of the mods because that would take me absolute ages, but this is just going to be a bit of a showcase video to show you what they've got available and the quality of them, and you know, things like that. And then feel free, watch the end of the video, go off and start downloading the mods. So first things first, we've got the Cherry Smartbox 2.10 Smartbox, which is over on the front of the John Deere around there. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. So the first thing that comes up in the list is the Cherry Smartbox, which you can see over on the front of the John Deere there. It's a really cool mod. I think it's also on the front of the Fast Track as well in different colours. That'll either be that one or the other weight we've got available. So you've also got a Kane 16-ton half pipes trailer that isn't out here because I've not used it yet, but I have seen it on other content creators videos and it looks really good. So that's another one that can be converted for a grain trailer or a silage trailer. We've got the Richard Weston SF18 trailers over there in both their forms, the grain trailer with the cover on it and in the silage trailer version. We'll go and have a look at them in a second. We've got the McHale FF550 round baler on the back of the New Holland there, which gives that 125cm round bales. We've got a Larrington 32-foot trailer, which you can see up in the back right corner there with all the bales stacked on it. And we've got some Watkins weights on the front here with the 1.4 ton weight boxes. We've got the Grizzly consumable holders just in front of us here, one on the front of the New Holland there, and then two on the ground here, which are for holding net wrap and twine and things like that for baling. Really handy for carting extra consumables about if you're doing a lot of baling. We're going to show you the McConnell line topper mower, which is on the back of the old Ford up there. Got the Prodig silage fork in front of us here. We've got a McConnell Magnum Comet mulcher, which is that on the back of the Fast Track up there. We've got a Simba flatliner, which is a subsoiler, which is up on the back of the John Deere, just at the back there in the back right corner. And then we've got the extra special one, which I shall show you at the end. So let's get a few of these moving around on the map and let's show you what they look like in motion. At the same time, I'll take a quick walk around of the static stuff that we've got on display here. So I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Right then, that's that lot all set off and moving around, as you can see there. Let's bypass that one for a second. Let's go and take a look at the McHale baler to start with. So this is the FF550 baler. As I said earlier, you haven't got a choice of bale size on this. It is just 125cm round bales and there's no wrap on the back, so it's the basic one. But see, what I do like about this is the detail in the grass pick up there. That is really cool. Not something you see that detailed either on some of the other balers, even the base game balers. Just keep an eye on that as it's going. That I think looks really cool. I really like this little baler. Ideal for small maps, British maps as well. I've put this with the film binding on it rather than the actual net wrap, so that's why it comes out like that. Noticed a few more farmers around here using these, so some animation on the back there. catch a little bit there, but that's nothing to worry about really. There we go. That's really cool. We'll leave that run now. We'll come back to that in a minute. We're going to move on to onto the next one, which is in this next field. Which is the McConnell 9 topper mower on the back of this old Ford at the back here. So we'll take a walk across here when we get coming up the other way. This is another one ideal for sort of a role play maybe series, or if you like playing role play kind of gaming on the game, that'd be really good. Or small maps, small farms, you know, anything like that. As you can see, I've set the field state here to the stage before harvest ready, just so it looks a bit more like it is actually topping the grass than a full blown mower. But here we go, getting stuck in the corner. Let's get this down here and have a look if it goes past. Here we go. That's what I mean by it being a topper. This is a pretty typical of British looking topper, quite narrow square design on it. Not much detail to this really, in all fairness, in comparison to what it can do and things like that. It literally just tops the grass. But another fantastic mod, really really good, something I'll be implementing in one of my series, probably this Garth Farm series. I think we're on the Garth Farm map today. I thought I'd bring you this. If you haven't already downloaded this map, there'll be a link to the description in the video. Go and take a look if you're a PC player like myself. All of these mods, unfortunately, are PC only. They're coming straight from the itch.io page. So, yeah, go and check them out. Massive shout out to the guys at MeadowMods for letting me put this showcase together for them, and letting me as part of their testing team and stuff like that, and giving me sort of early access to things. It's always really appreciated. So there we go. Right, yeah, let's move on to the next one. So what are we moving on to this time? So we've got the John Deere set up here with the subsoiler on the back. Get my notes in front of me. Here we go. So this is the Sim Flatliner. Again, this is another convert. All of these mods, or the majority of these mods, have been converted from FS22 mods. So this is a combo. So this has got the Cherry Smart Box weight on the front of the John Deere here. Again, you can customise this in a load of different ways. Colours, chevrons on the sides, things like that. So I've matched that up to the John Deere. On the back here you've got the Sim Flatliner, which, like I said, is a subsoiler, so it leaves this state on the ground after. This is another really cool mod. Again, very British, ideal for small UK farms. Fantastic detail again on this mod. So that's that. Again, not a huge amount I can show you on it, if I'm honest, because it is what it is. But the details on it, yeah, fantastic. The conversions that they're doing with these mods are absolutely brilliant. Really are making FS25 much more playable, especially for people who've got UK farms, and you know, things like my UK series here on Garth Farm and rolling moss pastures on Saxonham and things like that. So you can see the dirt mask starting to build on this now, and the wheels there is really cool. Right then, let's head over to the last one. I'll have a quick look at the static stuff in a second. And it's time for our exclusive reveal. Right, and so where is the fast track? Typically down the bottom end of the field. So which side is he going up and down? This way. So we will head down this side. Let's take a look. Get my notes out again. This time we have got the McConnell Magnum Comet. Again, another typically British and UK style piece of machinery. It's very narrow, and this has got the Philip Watkins weight box on the front. This is really cool because as it goes past here, you'll be able to see the little detail that they've put in the weight box. See the lights on the side. Again, fully customizable, color options, chevron options, things like that. So little bits inside the box, aren't they cool? There we go. And then on the back we have the Mulcher. So again, very well detailed, very good quality conversion. Some of the most popular mods you will have seen for this sort of style of play and this type of gameplay for FS22, and that's their aim. Get full permissions for anything that hasn't been converted by someone else or has been made by someone else originally, and then carry out a full revamp, full conversion with all up-to-date specs for FS25 with the wetness models and dirt masks, wear models, things like that, just to make things proper, do things properly. Like the last thing that we're going to show you in a second, it's taken 60 hours to convert, just to give you an idea of time. So if you guys ever want to drop a little donation or anything in their rich page, it's always very gratefully received by the team over in MeadowMods. So there we go, that is the McConnell Magnum Comet and the Philip Watkins weight box. Right, so let's jump into flight mode. Let's take a quick spin over the end here, over the hedge even, back over to these last bits I've got on static display here. So here we go, and drop back down. There we go. Right, so we have got the Larrington trailer here. Again, details in this, all the pipe work and all the hydraulics and things like that, really cool. All the details for Larrington trailers which have been added to the front there. And I've just stacked this up with some bales just to give you an idea of what it would look like. Again, I've put my custom strap colour in this. That's really good. Details on the lights and things on the back. So I haven't used much of this. Oh, here you go. Another little great detail which is on the back of the mudguards on the back wheels here. I haven't really used this, but I do intend on bringing this into one of my series, probably Saxlingham, I think. We'll see about that. I've got to find a room for it somewhere, or a home for it somewhere. I just love this trailer. Now I've started using it, so that's really cool. Then we've got the two SF18 Richard Weston trailers in the two different forms. We've got the grain trailer there with a cover on it, and the silage trailer. And something you may have seen in a couple of my series, there's a little customization that Scoops has done on the back here for myself and the apprentice, just by adding the badges in. That's really cool. Now this isn't something that's listed on the itch page. The NC trailers dump trailer, which I've been testing, which is really cool. Again, very detailed, great piece of kit. Again, this will be featured in my Rolling Moss Pasture series. The silage fork, there you go. Prodig silage fork. This unfolds, so these the forks on the sides here fold down. I think it has a capacity of 11,000 litres in total from memory. It's really cool. Again, fully customizable with all the different colour options. It's really good. I was using this on Carmlands the other day just to get all the silage sorted in the pits after the last episode. And then you've got the consumable holders. So you've seen the one that holds the wrap for round balers on the front of the New Holland that's working over there. And then you've got a twine holder here. And then you've got a net wrap holder here. Or one, either a net wrap holder, or it can be one for foil wrap, for anything like that, for round balers basically. So there we go. Like I say, I'm not going to review these individually, purely because it would just take me ages to run through a review of each one of these things. But go to the rich page, get them downloaded and go and check them out. Right then, let's take a walk up to this last field and let's have an exclusive look at their latest release. There we go. Right, so quick paddle through the stream. Should just be down in this corner here. Here we go. Check this out. I know this is going to be really popular when word spreads that it's been released again. Again, this has gone through a full convert. This is the one I was talking about. 60 hours in total just to convert this mod over to from FS22 to 25. Full permission's been sought to make sure this is all above board, but this is it, the Richard Weston D4150 in your spreader. Look at that. This is a fantastic piece of kit. I absolutely love this. I've got a picture that I'll put up shortly. Myself and the apprentice at a local agri show a couple of months back, stood next to one of these And I said to him then, I'm hoping that it's going to be released soon, and I knew it was in the pipeline, so here it is. Let's have a quick look in cab. There we go. The detail again on this. See the wetness models working in, the dirt mask working really well. I was lucky enough to get some opportunities to test this over the last few days, and when you add the wear mask in, it looks absolutely brilliant. So there we go. Scoops has adjusted the fill plane inside there to make it look more neat. I've spec'd this out with the planks on the side just to give it a bit of a different look. Change the colour on the grills on the front, but again there's some customization options that you can do there. So look at that, that looks really cool. I absolutely love these. Again, highly detailed, absolutely fantastic. There we go. So that's it. It's not a massive amount to review, if I'm honest. It is a manure spreader at the end of the day. It does exactly what it should do. Just been excited for the manufacturer to come out. Another brilliant Richard Weston piece of kit to add to the inventory. So there we go. Again, this has just been dropped on the itch page this morning. Go and check it out. Get it downloaded. And yeah, feel free to join the Discord group and my Discord server as well if you like, guys. That'd be cool. There's a screenshots channel on there, so if you do go and download any of these mods, go and chuck some screenshots up in the channel there so we can see. Scoops is a member in there anyway, so you'll always see any of the screenshots that you take. And then yeah, any feedback, feel free to leave them a comment on the itch page, or again on the video comments below. If you've got any questions or any feedback about anything that you've seen in this, let me know. I'll happily help you or answer any questions. And that is it. I'm pretty much done. Thank you very, very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I shall say goodbye. So have a good one, guys. Like I said, any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Jump on the Discord server. Show us your screenshots. Get these mods downloaded to show these guys over at MeadowMods some support. I'll see you for the next one. All on the draw.